Hello, what's going on everyone? My name is Caden, and in this video I'm going to be discussing the current state of Fortnite and how I hope the game can improve in the future, and also just giving some pros too, as I'm not going to be completely negative about the current state of the game, as there have been some really fun parts of this chapter so far, but also a lot of problems. So I'm going to get into that in today's video and just discuss what I think the game needs and doesn't need. So without further ado, let's get into the current state of Fortnite as of Chapter 2, Season 2. So, when this rocket hit and set us all on this new chapter, I was really hoping for a lot of new content, but with Chapter 2, Season 1, we were kind of disappointed as we didn't get that much content, and it was overall a really boring season. And in Chapter 2, Season 2, we did get some content, but overall we haven't gotten as much as the past chapter, and I do understand as they're kind of slowly bringing it out, but with these seasons being delayed, and I understand with Chapter 2, Season 2, but not really with the first one as much. Just so much delayage and just how many dead zones there were in these. It really set my just opinions back and really just lowered down all my expectations for everything to come, because I know that there were going to be more dead zones of no content, and there really were, and it got really boring at times, and I went over to other games and just had more fun, and it was just not a fun time for Fortnite. And I really hope in the future after this season that we will get more content, and also after this whole everything that's going on in the world right now kind of calms down, as I do understand right now if there isn't as much content because not everyone is able to really work on the game. But at the same time though, this whole Travis Scott concert, a lot of it was done from all of them at home, so there is they can do some stuff at home. But seriously, that is a really big problem, as I really hope that there is more content for this game, as that is really the most important part and really set it out from the other games, is how much was being added to, and every week there was just something new. There was a new mode, there was a new weapon, there was a new just something. And I understand that after a while they kind of have to put it down for some reasons. One, they might be running out of content at the moment. Two, they're just focusing on other stuff, and just all that, I understand. But seriously, that's what made this game so awesome, is how much content we got at a time. And I'm not asking for much. I would just really appreciate some other stuff, which I'll talk about in the next little points. But seriously, more content would be really appreciated, as that's one of the most important things to keep this game alive and every other game alive, is content. And I really hope that in these coming chapters and seasons, or however long the game goes, that we get more content, as that seriously is the most important thing. That's why I'm putting it first, and I don't know what else to really say besides that, as it'll just spoil the other points. But seriously, content is a very important part. Anyways, let's get into the next things I have to talk about. Now, I don't know about you all, you might be still enjoying it, but me personally, I'm not enjoying this map right now. I don't know what it is, but after like a couple months, I got seriously bored of the Chapter 2, Season 1 and 2 map. Seriously, it just got so boring. All of the areas just feel like knockoffs of the last ones, and you know what, some of them were done better and some were done worse, but overall it got kind of boring after a while, and it just lost substance. You know, these areas didn't feel very lively, they felt very barren, and I just didn't enjoy them as much after a while. And I really hope that this can change, as this is also one of the most important parts, and that is the map, the thing that we play on, and I'm just not enjoying it personally. Now, you all might enjoy it, and I really hope you do, but me personally, I'm just not having fun with it. There are a few fun places, but overall, I'm just getting really bored of this map already, and that is just not a good sign. But really, I hope that this map can just evolve more, as right now it's kind of stayed the same with just a couple more little areas and islands over this past season. I really hope that with these next seasons, it'll really test what this map will become, as I'm just really not enjoying it. And I really hope that just more comes of it, more substance, more feeling of the whole island being alive. It just doesn't feel like that. It feels kind of barren. All of the areas don't really feel like they have any just lore to them at all. Like, I don't need a lot, but look at some of the other areas. They had just more substance to them. I don't know what it is. It might just be that nostalgia, the rose-tinted glasses, but I'm just really not buying into this new map that much, and I feel like I do enjoy some of the places, but some of them I don't really hate, but just get kind of bored of fast, and I really hope that can change in a lot of new areas, and just new stuff will come to the map, as that is seriously another very important part of this game, and that is the map. Now, this is something I'm pretty sure we can all agree on, and that is the game is way less casual than it used to be. And of course, games get less casual over time, people get better at the games, but there's always still a balance. But in this game, that balance is gone, and I think Thanos should come back and bring back the balance. Anyways, being serious though, balance is gone in Fortnite, and what I'm trying to say is the game is seriously really, really sweaty, and it is crazy sweaty now, and finding those little breaks of more casual play is really kind of hard to find now, you know. I'd say around season 5 or 6 is when this really started to get out of hand and really just become the brink of apocalypse. I'd say season 5 and 6 is when it sort of started and became a little sweaty, but then afterwards it was the end, you know. Season 7, 8, 9, X and beyond, yeah, it just got crazy, you know. People every season now become better and better, and now it's skill-based matchmaking and bots which go together like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that can really help out the game or ruin the game are here. So I'm going to go over the pros and cons of skill-based matchmaking and bots, starting off with the pros. And let's just say your name's Tom, you just started out Fortnite, you know, you've never even played a Battle Royale before. You go on in, you drop in retail row, you get a few guns, then you maybe rotate over to Lazy Lake, and boom, you're dead before you even get in there. And my dog just jumped seeing me do that. But boom, you're already dead right when you even enter the premises because someone's up there on a tower with a sniper, heavy sniper, combo, they jumped off 360 no-scoped you and you're dead. Like, you have no chance of fighting back. You just started the game, you know. That's not good. Of course, people have to have a challenge when they start the game. They shouldn't be handed a win right off the start. But this is why skill-based matchmaking and bots are here. Because now Tom can go into a game, have, you know, maybe 40, 50 bots in the game, and just, you know, some other bad players, you know, so they can all be bad together and learn how to get better, you know. It's more of a challenge. The game's not super hard for them, but it's not incredibly easy to the point where, you know, it's like you just breathe and you win. Now, if you're a better player like me and you get matched up against bots almost every match, like I do, then yeah, it is pretty damn easy, and it doesn't feel satisfying when you win anymore, and that is a really big problem. Now, with Cypher PK having this stream sniper tracker that he created, which is actually a pretty cool idea, he found out there were only 30 real people in his lobby of 100 people. That means 70 were bots, and that is just absolutely crazy now. AI is seriously taking over Fortnite. Skynet is here. But yeah, it's crazy though. Now also, bots can be bad for that exact reason. When you're good at the game, bots are just a nuisance, you know, but they can also, let's go back to pros for a second, help out when, let's say you're late at night playing, there's not a lot of people on, bots can help out, fill up the lobby, you know, match make faster, you know, you don't have to wait 5 minutes for a match, you can wait under a minute, you know, that's really useful. But seriously, I think that bots are getting out of hand and there are way too many in a single lobby. And with people being really sweaty, this goes hand in hand with having sweaty players and really just body players. This is just a weird concoction. When you're in a lobby, you have just this weird mutation of bots with really sweaty players and no bad players, but at the same time there are with bots, and it's just weird. So this game is extremely unbalanced now with all this stuff, and I don't know what to do. I think there are things they can do, you know, but personally, I think out of all this, I think my only conclusion on what I think we should do is make skill-based matchmaking and bots only be around for bad players or just starting players, you know. You just start the game up until, you know, you start to get the hang of it, you get like 20, 30 wins, get less and less bots and less bad players, you know. And then after you get out of this bracket, it's random now. It's just like an old Battle Royale, no skill-based matchmaking. You can come across a John Wick, which back in the day, that was a really crazy player, but now that's just nothing. Or you can come across a random noob, You know, I really miss that. I think that this humble content, you know, like C-Day, Noah's Noah, and Fearless, all these people really can't make these funny videos anymore. It's all they're just sweats now, you know? And that's just a really good point that Cypher brought up, that a lot of this humble content really isn't a thing anymore. And also, I can agree to this, as I really don't want to make funny moments in normal things like I have been doing. It's just, I die like crazy, you know? That's the new joke now, is how many funny ways can I make myself die? So, seriously, I think that this is really unbalanced, where a lot of the times it's super easy to get a win, and then the other times it's just super sweaty, and I think this game is out of control with that. Now, there are some ways, like I already said, and I think another thing that Epic really did try and people hated was removing turbo building. Now, personally, unpopular opinion here, I thought it was a good idea. People are already going to flame me. Caden, how dare you? I think what they were trying to do is nerf the sweaty 90 building fights, you know, and make it a little bit more casual. And personally, I agree with that. I think that building is way too crazy, and I think it should be nerfed down. Maybe in creative and all that, you can choose how you want it, but I think in normal Fortnite, building has gotten officially out of control, and I cannot stand it anymore. Sometimes it's fun to get into build fights, but sometimes it is just a bore. You know, you're tired of doing it for so long. Every match now, I have to be up and at 'em, ready to just build fight and go, you know, I just want to, you know, get off work, sit down and play Fortnite and relax like the good old days. That's not around anymore, and I seriously miss that. Sometimes it is, but really not a lot anymore, and I really think that this game can be a little bit more casual. The ground game mode, where there was barely any building, really was a breath of fresh air. When me and my friend Dippy played it, shout out to Dippy by the way, we had so much fun. It felt so just casual and fun. We were just goofing around, and it felt like the good old days of Season 5 and 6 when we used to play, and I really missed that. I think that ground game, or ground whatever it was called, was seriously a good show of how Fortnite could be with less materials and just building being a little bit more nerfed down, but having a good balance where it's not too crappy where people don't even want to build. But seriously, I miss that, and I think I can make an entire video out of that, and I probably will, but let's get into the other points, as it's been almost 7 minutes of me discussing this. Now, I'm really not trying to wear the rose-tinted goggles and feel really nostalgic. I just really feel this way, and I've always felt this way. But I miss the old graphics. I don't know when it stopped, but I just seriously miss how colorful the game used to be. It used to look so colorful and pretty, and I just, looking at these pictures kind of makes me a little teary-eyed. Like, I feel these, like so much nostalgia that it's pumping through my veins. I'm gonna fall over. Like, it's just so beautiful, and I really miss it. And I know we probably won't ever get this, and I feel like some of it might be nostalgia. But even up to, like, season 6, 7, the game still looked pretty good. I don't know when it stops, maybe even up, I just say before this chapter, the graphics somehow just, can't really pinpoint when, changed in some way, or maybe I'm just not seeing it, but something changed, and the game doesn't look or feel how it used to graphics-wise. I don't know what happened, and I mean, this chapter I've had some pretty moments, but at the same time, I've had a lot of very ugly moments where the game just doesn't look, it looks really bad. Even on Epic settings, sometimes it looks really bad. Like, I don't know what it is. Some point, it just stopped. And I really don't think there will ever be a fix for this. I think it's just me. I don't know if you guys feel this way, let me know. But I do really miss the graphics of old Fortnite. They really looked so much better in ways. But also, even up to like Seasons 5 and 6, they did look good too. So, I don't know when it stopped. Maybe you guys can let me know, or maybe it never did, and I'm just not seeing it. Anyways, I really miss this though. Bring back the old graphics if they really did change. Now, in my opinion, LTMs are extremely important to Fortnite. I seriously miss all of the LTMs that used to be in the game, like 50v50, food fight, deep fried, solid gold has kind of come back a bit. Just a lot of the other classic ones, you know, I'll flash them on screen. I can't think of them all right now. I'm honestly forgetting about them, but we haven't seen so many LTMs in so long, and I'm not just discussing this because of spy games. I'm kind of fine with spy games. You know, I'm enjoying spy games. I mean, they kind of have gone on for a really long time. But even before that, the LTM pool seriously has been broken. And I know that they're probably still working on updating a lot of these to the new chapter. But the big team modes, I miss these so much. We have not seen a single one this chapter, I don't think. Teams of 33, teams of 20, 50v50, all of these modes, I've had some of my most fun times in all of Fortnite in. And Fortnite, seriously, even before this chapter, just in general, pulled the plug on them, and I miss them so much. I made videos about this. I've discussed it in so many videos, and so many, like, videos I haven't uploaded just because of how much I talked about it, and it kind of went away from the original topic, and I'm going to try not to in this video. I miss these. Like, they were so much fun. We have not seen them in so long. I really do miss 50v50, teams of 20, teams of 33, all of these modes. They were so incredible in my opinion. Some of the greatest LTMs in Fortnite. They were just so awesome. I miss them so much. Oh my god, all of the fun times. And even food fight deep fried, that was another really awesome mode. And slide, that was a pretty fun mode too, hey? A lot of other modes too. I just can't really think of it at the top of my head. There have been so many that haven't even been in the game for over a year. And I just really wish that LTMs would just be a more frequent thing. We'd get them more often, maybe multiple, like a day instead of like one every couple days. And even at that point, we only have squads or duos or solos. We don't have all options at once. And I just miss how much more frequently LTMs used to be in the game. At some point, they really did pull the plug on LTMs and still are. We have had spy games, which is pretty cool. I really liked Operation Drop Zone. That was a really fun mode. And some of the other ones, yeah, they're okay. I just really miss the old LTMs that really defined Fortnite, in my opinion. They were so much fun, and I really hope they can come back soon. Oh god, I miss them so much. Team Rumble, I love you, but seriously, these modes are better in my opinion. Oh my god, I miss them so much. Anyways, I gotta get off this topic before I ramble on about it for too long. Seriously though, let me know if you guys agree. Bring back some of the old LTMs that have been forgotten. Seriously. Mobility is another thing that we seriously need in this game. Oh my god, the game feels so much more slow with barely any mobility. We've got motorboats, we've got helicopters, we've got a couple other little things, but seriously, not that much mobility. I really miss mobility, and it makes the game so boring to walk around. Like, you got boats to go through the water, that's kind of cool, but they kind of get in the way sometimes, and overall, I'm getting kind of bored of just driving around boats everywhere, like even on land. And then helicopters are cool when you can find one, but in some modes, like Team Rumble, you don't have any, and you have to just fucking walk around the whole map. It gets so boring, and oh my god, I miss having mobility. I miss having shockwaves. I miss having impulses. I miss having the grappler, which I know we have it right now, but I know that's going to be gone soon, and I'm going to miss it so much. I miss having the shadow grenades. I miss having the flint knock. I miss having so many ways to just move around the map. I miss having ATKs, and sometimes even the planes. They're all really useful, and they were all kind of frequent, and even ballers too. They were all just so useful. Choppers are cool, but they're only in a few locations, and boats, yeah, they're useful in water. But I just feel like we can get some more mobility in this game. It can make it a little less boring, as I get kind of bored of walking around everywhere. Like, I know boats and helicopters in the game, but seriously, other mobility can still exist and make the game a little bit more easier to walk around, but also at the same time not too mobile, you know, like where we can just move around the map in like a minute. Like, I think we can use some, but not too much. And also, remember when launch pads weren't in this chapter at first? Oh my god, that was a nightmare. I was so happy when they added those back. And by the way, when we didn't even have patch notes, which we're going to get into that right now. Anyways, wrapping this little part up. Mobility, we need it. We probably will get it, but seriously, bring back more mobility. Communication is very important from any game, and we have not really gotten that lately with Fortnite. Starting this chapter, and as you can tell, a lot of these problems have started this chapter. Not all of them, but most of them have. And this is probably one of the biggest, and that is no communication. Starting early in the chapter, we got nothing. We have no patch notes still, which at first I was kind of fine with. Like the first one, I was like, you know what, that's an interesting idea. Discover everything that's new in this ourselves, but yeah, we kind of need them. I really miss having patch notes, you know. It was kind of important to have, and we really don't anymore. And you know what? Someone brought up a good point to me on Reddit, or someone else, not me. I don't really talk on Reddit. I just dwell it. But someone said they probably got rid of patch notes because everyone did was whine. And you know what? That is kind of a good perspective on it, but at the same time, I don't know if that's the case. Who knows? Might be something like that. But seriously, communication is vital. And if this game doesn't have it, like they have been kind of lately, you know, they have been putting in some effort, boosting up the communication a bit, but they need to boost it up a little bit more, you know, bring back some of that stuff. I don't know if we're ever going to get patch notes again. We did kind of get these little, like, TLDR, cliff note kind of patch notes, you know, they'd explain very simply what's coming and what's new to, like, save the world in Battle Royale. But that's kind of gone away for a little while now. So I seriously miss patch notes, and I seriously miss communication from Epic. And we are starting to get that, and it is good. It's a good step in the right direction. But seriously, we need more communication from Epic Games. And if we don't, yeah, this game is donezo. I seriously can't believe that this has gone on for so long and has been ignored and just neglected and been in the shadows for so long. But oh my god, please update Save the World. That game is a ghost town. I know some people are still making videos on it, and I salute you all. Demon Joe France and some of the other guys, I know a lot of them did quit.
We've gone 1,000 days without some of the most important content that this game has been needing for a really long time now. If it really wants to progress and if it really wants to make it anywhere, we've gone 1,000+ days without one of the 4 basic biomes that comprise not only the storyline, but the gameplay loop of Fortnite Save the World. We've gone 1,000 days without Twine Peaks. We've gone 1,000 days without the biome or the quest line, let alone any mention about when we could see it or what update it's going to come in or if they've even freaking started on it.
But I can see why, as this game gets barely any content. We get a new weapon, a new like hero, and that's really about it. We got dungeons, and that was awesome. We get events here and there, and that's just it. You know, we don't get any really big content, and oh my god, it is just crazy. I can't believe we get nothing for Save the World. I'm not going to be sitting here suggesting stuff. You can go to Reddit or somewhere else and look. I may make another video about that soon. Let me know if you'd want to see that. But seriously, Epic, update Save the World, or Epic team, whoever, update the Save the World team. Update Save the World. I know it's kind of less funded, but seriously, I would love to see Save the World finally shine how it should, as the game has so much potential but is not seeing any of it, as Fortnite Battle Royale stands over it. You know, Save the World's in the shadow, and you know what, that is expected, as Battle Royale is the bigger game, and it should be supported more than Save the World, as it is the bigger moneymaker. But on the side, the Save the World development team should get some more funding and just some more resources to make the game better, as Save the World really doesn't get that much at all, and we are still waiting on the Twine Peaks biome for, what, 2 years now? 2-3 years? And a whole bunch of other stuff. Seriously, update Save the World. I can't believe it has gone so far, and still is going so far. Barely any updates. Seriously miss when Save the World was in its peak early on, when we started to see some hope, but that's kind of gone down. I miss when Save the World had some hope. Really not getting any lately. Seriously, update Save the World, please. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it, you know. It was a lot of fun. I can't believe I did so good, you know. I'm really improving in commentary, and I really hope you guys just overall enjoyed it. I was going to make this video way more professional, make it like way longer, make it like a documentary style thing, and maybe I'll do that in the future, but I just want to speak from the heart, you know, and just discuss what I think should, like, what I feel, how Fortnite is right now, and just give my opinion on the state of the game, and that's what I did, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any problems with it, let me know. I hope that you guys really enjoyed it, though. Anyways, stay tuned for more videos coming soon, and I will be making some more videos like this in the future, discussing maybe the state of Save the World, and I probably will do the state of Fortnite again soon when maybe Season 4, Season 5, not right in Season 3 as we already just did this. I'm not going to do it every season, but maybe every other season. We'll see. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Love you guys so much, and remember, you only live once. See you guys later. Bye.